So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So today I'm going to talk about something that I don't like to talk about, but sometimes you have no choice. In the end, I care for the competitive aspect of One Piece Treasure Cruise. I know a lot of people don't, but I do, and I feel like we should have at least one people that make videos on stuff that is about that side of the game. So this just came to my attention yesterday. It has apparently been known for a bit longer, but it's not like I'm always active in these chats where this is discussed. But basically this is a Korean cheating scandal, and it's about cheating with games. And apparently it involves Korean players in the top 20. I don't know if it's one or several or exactly who it is. But as you see, there are some Koreans in the top 20. So at least one of these is accused to be one of these cheaters. And there are probably more abuses of this. So I'm not going to go into super detail here. I'm trusting you guys to trust me, basically. I've got this from a source that is well placed in the Korean community. He has shared screenshots of these players sharing how they cheated, how they got punished from Bandai, and further correspondence. So all of this is done in Korean, which I don't understand. We got an account from a Korean about what has happened, the translation. People have also tried to machine translate to corroborate, and it seems to line up. So let me give you an outline. So basically, this is supposed to have been taking place during the Global Anisugo Fest, you know, when we got the Super Tandem Ace. This guy, when we got the Kid Luffy, this guy, and when we got the Sabo Legend, just to set the stage a bit. And it's quite shocking to hear, since I went hard during this event. And as you might have seen, I do have the Rainbow Ace from pulling. But basically, the Koreans found an exploit where you can do more pulls for less gems. Again, I do not want to go into the specifics. I've heard how the specific works. To me, they make sense. I can see how that cheat works, but I definitely don't want to encourage other people to test it. And the fact is that these cheaters got caught. They got banned by Bandai. They have not been able to play. But the big news is that they are back. So apparently they've been trying to appeal this ban to Bandai ever since they got banned. And yesterday they got the shocking news that they are unbanned with a warning. Like, that's insane to me. Like, that's one of the biggest cheats you can do, where basically spending gems you haven't acquired legally. We've had scandals such as that before. Like, before my time, we had cheap gems where people used not the cleanest of means to get more gems than they should have been able to, and Bandai punished them as well. We still have people who have used this, who have accounts that are basically transfer locked. So basically they can keep playing, but they can never change the device. But if you play on Android, for example, there are a lot of workarounds to this, so it's not the biggest of issue. Another thing that can happen to people is that their account gets flagged. This means that the account does not show up in, say, bounty or other rankings. But apparently these accounts that got unbanned got totally cleaned. So they are in the bounty ranking. They have basically been totally exonerated here by Bandai. And apparently the only warning they got was that if they do this again, they are gone for good. And this is just insane to me. Like, we're talking like the gravest of cheat, and Bandai actually catches the cheat. That's the amazing thing to me. But to them backpedal and let bygones be bygones, basically, that's very hard to comprehend. I imagine that the reason is money. Like, I imagine that these people are whales in the end, but whales that wanted to do some shortcuts and got caught, and now they want back into spending, basically praying to Bandai, let me spend on this game again, and Bandai being, okay then, I guess we'll let you spend money on us again. Basically something like that is how I imagine the logic is, but come on, you need to have some integrity. Like, this, if anything, encourages more people to try cheating in the future, because now it's like, okay, it doesn't matter, as long as I only get caught once, it's good. I can just ask for a pardon and it looks like they'll give it to me. I wouldn't bet on that though, like, it often depends like on who you talk to in support, stuff like that, and it can also be an individual case. But still, pretty scandalous news, I'd say. Like, I've seen some upset people. I'm not as upset as them, but it's still a very bizarre decision all around. Like, it's very hard to comprehend, but also the fact that people still try to cheat in the game to get gems in ways that aren't intended. Like, I feel like people should realize by now that that will get caught. Like, Bandai might not care if someone cheats a bit in Treasure Map to get a top 10. And I know very recently that we've had that happen, where a cheater has got top 10 and Bandai hasn't done anything about it. Every keys now, like, Bandai handles the biggest cheaters, but we know that eventually, when Bandai goes down the list, they say, F it, we'll stop here. And we know that there are more cheaters if they go down, but they can't be bothered. We got the big ones. We know the JP community won't complain that much, so we'll stop there. But when it comes to fake games, basically, we know that they are super hard. Like, that's where they make their money. They don't want people to find ways to basically be able to spend less on the game. So yeah, pretty weird. Like, for me, for example, we actually have that rainbow ace, and then others who could get one for a lot cheaper. Like, it's bizarre, and even more bizarre that they might actually compete with me in the next World Cruise in next Global Landing. But yeah, I thought I'd share. That was pretty shocking to me, but let me know what you think down in the comments. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.